Welcome to Norfolk Perspective Cities. Hi, I'm Bob Batcher. Okay, you're getting ready to come downtown or go by ODU. What's one of the second or third things you might think of? I'm in my car. What am I going to do with it? I got to park it because I'm not going downtown just to sit in my car. And Bart New, the parking director for the city of Norfolk, knows that.
It's my life.
Is it really? Parking cars?
Yeah, it's my life. It's what I do.
Is it fun?
It can be fun.
So, okay, so it's simple. You got, how big is a space?
A parking space, 8.5 feet by 18 or 20 feet.
Okay, so you build a building and you put those in there, right? And then people come in and is it that simple?
No, of course not. It's not even close to that simple.
Oh.
I remember going to a parking conference once, and my wife said, "What are you going to talk about? How to paint lines?" And it's way more complicated than that.
Okay,
it's a big industry.
Let's start off. How many parking spaces do we have in garages? We haven't rehearsed any of this.
In our system as a whole, we have about 20,000 parking spaces in the city of Norfolk.
Now, how many of them are in buildings?
In buildings, I think about 15,000 of those.
So in the street?
In the street, about metered spaces, about 600.
Really?
And then surface lots are the rest.
Okay. Now, you also manage some of the neighborhood parking with permits, too, right?
Yeah, the permits, and then we also do enforcement throughout the entire city.
Okay. You just mentioned that word.
Necessary evil.
Why?
Well, we need to make sure that people are compliant with the rules. I mean, the rules are there for a reason, and particularly in a central business district, for example, and you kind of hit the nail on the head, was where do you park your car? If rules weren't in place, people would park right in front of a building and stay there all day long. And that would, in essence, really deter people from wanting to go downtown because then they wouldn't have a place to park.
That's true.
So our idea is to create turnover, which is, moving cars every now and then by setting time limits and so on, and that encourages people to move and ultimately provide more available parking.
Okay, so if somebody's going to work downtown, what options do they have?
If you're working downtown, the best option is to park in a garage. It's also the cheapest option. You can come and go as you want, get a permit or an access card, and you park in one of the city parking garages.
And you can do that either through your employer or call the parking office?
Yep, correct.
Okay. Now, what if you're going to run downtown for dinner? What's your best option?
Well, it depends on how long you want to stay and where you're going, but if you want to park, if you're going to be there for, probably less than a couple hours, if you want to park on the street, that's a good option. And again, that's where our time limits are enforced and so on, so to keep people moving. But after hours, our rates go down in the garages, and it's a safe environment despite some perception. The garages are safe, and you can go in there and park and not have to worry about your car.
Now you're going to go to the theater, Chrysler Hall, that kind of thing. Should you really have to be worrying about where you're going to park your car?
No, I think as long as you have an idea of where you're going and where the parking is nearby, we have available parking as the bottom line. We don't have a parking crisis in the city of Norfolk, so there is parking availability.
Now, you mentioned your wife. You brought her up. I didn't. Okay. No, they want to park close when they're going to the theater or whatever. Is there close parking to everything, or what's close?
Well, I think people's definition of close is typically by the front door in my world, but the reality is that's usually not the case. So what we try to do is the close parking, which is what we consider to be the on-street parking or the more convenient parking, is those are the spaces that are more regulated. So again, we're promoting the cars to turn over and stay for a shorter period of time. If you're going to be there longer, park in a garage. Now the city, we have 15 parking garages in the city that are city owned and operated, and that's in addition to a few others. So particularly in the central business district, there's parking pretty much everywhere. Look for the blue P. That's the international parking symbol. If you find that, you can find a place to park.
Okay, I'm going to mention my wife now, since I brought yours up. It's the end of the event that gets my wife. So should you just go out for drinks after? You can leave your car there as long as you want after you've already paid to get in, can't you?
Yep.
With special event parking.
Right. Yeah. So, and we encourage that too. I mean, we want to encourage the vibrancy of Norfolk, and I think in our situation, as parking is always kind of seen as that deterrent for people wanting to go downtown. And with a lot of these initiatives we're bringing up, is we don't want parking to be perceived as a deterrent. We want it to be part of the vibrancy. So, we're introducing things that make parking a non-issue for people, and that's really our goal. We don't want people to have to think about parking. Park your car, move on to what you're excited about doing. Don't let parking ruin your day or evening.
Okay, so the old days, it never failed. I'd pull up, there'd be this gal out the window and she'd want either some money from me or I pulled a ticket, and then somewhere I had to dig into my pocket and try to find my billfold, and then I'd find out that I forgot to bring cash. So I'm sitting through the play wondering if I'm going to get my car out of the garage. Or I pull up now and they want $5 from me. You mentioned some initiatives, so things are kind of changing, aren't they?
Yep. Yep. I think first and foremost is we recognize the fact that people don't carry cash like they used to, and particularly coins. So we're moving more towards a credit card-based system, or even a smart app or phone. You know, now those are becoming big. So and one of the first things we've done, which we launched last month, is our mobile payment option for the on-street parking, or for all the parking meters in Norfolk.
Cool. So I can get a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven with all those quarters I got in my dash instead of giving them to you?
Yep. Don't keep them for parking anymore. But the way the app works is there's now on every meter in Norfolk, and that includes the meters on our surface lots too, is there's a sticker on it and signs that show people how to download the app and use it. And once you set up an account, which literally takes about a minute or so, and I've done it myself, going from there, it's literally just a matter of pulling up the app, choosing a space, and choosing how long you want to park, and you're on your way.
Okay, now you're talking to Bob here, so take me through it. My iPhone, which they don't let me have during the show, but you go to the App Store.
And ours is Passport Parking. That's who we're using for it. So you find Passport Parking's app, download it. Then the first step is you have to set up an account, and it just asks for some basic information, but you basically have two payment options. First is you can just set up a credit card, and when you pay to park, it'll just charge that card. Or you can set up a prepaid account, much like the Easy Pass, where you can preload a certain amount of money on there, and then when you pay at a meter, it'll just deduct from that preloaded amount. So once the account is set up, anytime you park again, each space is individually numbered. It has a number right on the front of it. You select a zone, which in most of our meters is zone 757, easy to remember around here. And then you pick your meter number, select the amount of time you want to park, and you're on your way.
Just that easy?
It's that easy.
Okay, now I put in for an hour because I think that's all I'm going to take to eat. I'm enjoying dinner.
But you're staying longer?
Yeah. But
it'll send, you'll have a reminder sent to your phone that'll tell you that your parking session is about to expire. In which case you can add time remotely from right where you're sitting.
Cool.
Where you're sitting.
I guess I need to correct that because it would be for lunch, because for dinner, unless I'm eating really early,
right,
there's a good chance that it'll be after
6 p.m., which is when we don't enforce anymore our meters. But during the day, if you're in a meeting or something like that and you're running late, just add time from your phone.
That sounds kind of easy.
Yep. Now, I will caveat that a little bit, too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a smartphone. There's also a phone number that's available, and you can actually do it on a non-smartphone, if you will.
Now that you call it non-smart, so my friends with flip phones?
Flip phone will work. You just dial a number, and I've tested it myself again. And
does that mean you have a flip phone?
I used to, but not anymore. But I did test it.
I thought it was.
And you just dial a number, and you basically provide the same information, and it will send you a text message when your time is about to expire, and then you can select. I think it's press 1 for more time or something like that, too.
So
same thing.
Anybody going out for a date, check with your date, make sure she's got it on her app.
Or make sure you have it, one of the two.
Oh, I guess so. Okay, so what are the kind of... Okay, you used to have the meter card for the parking meter.
Okay, well, that's our next initiative, is we're actually going to be upgrading the meters themselves. So we, again, along those lines of making parking more convenient for customers, we realize that coins are old and people really don't use them anymore, and you don't want to carry your quarters around in your car. So we're going to be upgrading our meters to meters that accept credit cards and the smart cards, so we'll still be able to use smart cards. Now, we'll still have a coin option if you want to use coins.
I can still use my quarters.
Yep. But so again, the idea is to make it more convenient for the customer. But from our perspective, from the parking perspective, is these new meters will be able to provide us more data than we get now. We really get no data on our existing meters. And from an operations standpoint, if we can start tracking usage and average length of stay and average revenue and so on per meter, we can better manage the system and ultimately save operating costs, which can ultimately be saved by the user.
Okay, I want to kind of transition now into some would say maybe the geeky side of how it all works. When I first introduced, I think I made a reference to ODU parking area. So those the app will work in those areas too, right?
Every single meter that is a City of Norfolk meter right now has that app available. So we have meters around the ODU campus, not on the ODU campus, but like on Monarch Way and the numbered streets that intersect. So all those meters also have our
Now,
app.
are those monitored by us or by ODU?
They're monitored by the city.
Okay, so we do have any street parking there. So what is the city's jurisdiction when it comes to garages? And because there's other garages downtown too, right?
Right, there are, and basically, like I said, we have 15 garages that are owned and operated by the city, and then there's a few private garages, which are typically monthly parking only, I believe.
Okay.
But
why does parking cost? How's that for the transitional question?
wow, okay, well, parking in most city government, including Norfolk, is run as an enterprise fund, meaning it's self-funded. So we're not supported by the general fund.
So when you look through that 638-page operational budget, you won't find it in the operating
You won't
budget.
find parking in the general fund. You will not. So it's essentially a user-paid entity within the city.
So there are investors who bought bonds who are expecting to get.
That's for the parking facilities, right? That are built. But it's a user-based entity. So when somebody comes downtown and pays for their parking, that money goes right back into the services that we provide in parking. So we have to maintain facilities, build facilities, update systems and so on, and we have staff and vehicles and administrative sides and so on. So that's how it works.
So those costs get passed on. Okay, we got less than a minute to go. Things are changing in parking, though, as to who's parking in garages now. It's no longer just the person who's coming down to go shopping or be entertained. It's no longer the person that's just working. There's people living downtown. Has that kind of changed your phone calls in the morning?
A bit. I mean, we're working with the developers of the new residential buildings and so on to make sure that parking is available for their tenants and their residents. But we're excited about it. I mean, again, I think it's helping promote that vibrancy of downtown Norfolk. So with the residents, there will hopefully be more visitors and more others to help promote a fun area. And again, we don't want parking to stand in the way of that.
And I don't think it will. And you know what? I'm going to go buy my cup of coffee tomorrow morning at 7-Eleven and get rid of those quarters in my car just for you.
All right, good.
Thanks for joining us.
Ooh, are those blue suede? My bad.
No need to pay the meter anymore. Download the Passport Parking app from the App Store and pay for parking remotely, straight from your smartphone.
Say hello.